Hello, my name is Samantha Lasath, and today I'm going to be talking about the story by James Joyce, Araby. Now, Araby is a story that takes place in Dublin, Ireland. It's about a young boy who's sort of an orphan. He's being raised by his aunt and uncle, and at that time, this is late 1800s, and at that time, um, I guess the area was really religious based. He was attending a Catholic school. Now the young man that I'm speaking of is the narrator of the story itself. So the characters in the story are the narrator. I don't know his name. His aunt and uncle, his friend Mangus, and Mangus's sister. So, like I said, the setting of the story is a neighborhood, a pretty developed and comfortable neighborhood in Dublin, Ireland. And it takes place in the late 1800s. This, or what I have decided, the plot of the story is it's a story about an orphan boy being raised by an aunt and uncle. He falls in love with his friend's sister. He's having his first experience with feelings for girls, or, the opposite sex. She speaks to him for the first time to see if he would attend the Araby, but only to tell him that she would be attending a function at her convent. And what I decided was the theme was love and life. Now, from doing a little bit of a history on the poet, or not the poet, but the writer of this particular story, I found out that he's responsible for a pretty interesting body of work. So he's the writer of a book that has been known, Ulysses, where he speaks of the stream of consciousness and just giving a little bit more credit to the presence that we live in. When we're thinking of religious, we're thinking about the guide, which is the Bible, and we're thinking about the stories in the Bible and how religious would teach to kind of live and abide by the book. I think this particular writer or this author has kind of taken to life in a more of a why don't we just live in the now aspect and enjoy our everyday encounters that we have, when we have children, when we do fall in love. If you speak more, then there's no misunderstanding of conversation or interactions that we're having. There's no need to be at disagreements if we're, more vocal. He even speaks about the borders between speaking different language, and in turn writes, I think, his last book, which is a mixture of about 40 languages, to try to touch on different to try to even, it's almost like he was really trying to be able to service different languages. Like, look, I respect, the boundaries that our different languages have created, and I want to try to tear down those borders so that we can be a people as one. You know what I mean? And I respect, life in those little things that don't get the reward that big, achievements might receive. So I really appreciate that, because I know as everyday people, we think about those things too. We do think about those things when our kids, do little stuff, or did their homework without being asked, or took the garbage out without being asked. We think we acknowledge those moments because those moments mean something. They mean that they're listening to us. They love us, they're being responsible. Look at, so yeah, I really enjoyed the Araby story, because it's cute to remember love. But yeah, thanks for watching.